Boom, guys, this is why we stopped doing fix and flips. I'm with my business partner and site manager, Mr. Andrew here himself. And today we're going to talk about this $1.6 million construction we're working on. Our background is fix and flips, and we'll tell you guys why did we transition, and we're building now luxury homes, what we call Specs builds, right? And we're building with zero money out of pocket, guys. And so today we're going to walk you guys through how it is absolutely the same energy, same financial structure. If you're doing fix and flips, the only difference is your margins are way higher, and we want you guys, even if you're a newbie in real estate, to start being impressed when you pass by a new construction, because guys just like you are doing it with absolutely zero experience and zero money out of pocket, right? So Andrew, first of all, tell me, why did we transition out of fix and flips? The last one we did was in Snellville, I think it was. Yeah, Snellville. How much did we make on that one?
We make a little bit over 40K on that one, but I think for me and you personally, it get boring after a time. I think between me and you we have at least 15 underneath our belt. Me keep on telling people that, but after a while these things do get boring, and then the profit margin, they get used to it. It becoming like, you want the next challenge. So I think that was the very first step.
And then another thing is, guys, if you fix and flipping, if you don't know nothing about real estate, so the average fix and flipper nationwide is looking to make what, 10 to 12% net profits on the back end. That's of the resale value. So that means if you're flipping a property that is $300,000, you're looking to make what, on average 30K. Now if the house need everything, it takes you between what, 4 to 7 months, right? Depending. That's the con with fix and flips. That's number one. Number two, obviously you have the surprises. What things did we run into on the last flip when you start breaking the walls?
I mean, yeah, when you start break the walls, there's things where you never even did get account for, and once you start to go in, you start to have to do new electrical, new plumbing. I think inside of the one in Snellville, there was a leak underneath the toilet where we never did even get account for at first, but this is why sometimes, and when you go in with the negotiation for kind of get steeper discount, the homeowner sometimes do a lot of pushback, not understanding the nature of the game.
100%, guys. And another thing is, I know one thing that happened to me on one of the fix and flips that I've done is when they broke the wall, you ran into a rat infestation, like completely unplanned. So you end up with a 10, 15K, and that eats on your margins, right? So think about it, guys. If you're managing a crew for 6 to 7 months and you're only making 10 to 12%, right? And obviously, what do people use? Hard money as well, right? When you're doing the fix and flips, if you want to do it out of pocket. The same thing in new construction, but here in the back end, you're making 25%. That's the minimum, by the way, net. That means if I'm building the same $300,000 home, instead of making 10%, I am making 25 or over net profit in the back end, and I'm managing the same crew, because the investor is not the one who comes and lay the bricks and lay the cement or break the walls, right? You just learn how to manage the crew. Now, let's talk about the financing structure, because people think you need way more capital when it comes to new construction. That's number one. Number two, they think the structure is way different. Number three, they think you need a master's degree to actually build. So walk us through how you can build. Like right now, we're building this with absolutely zero money out of pocket. How can you do this, and what is the structure, the financial structure, so they can see when you're doing fix and flips is absolutely the same thing?
Well, whenever you try to get funded, whenever you're trying to get inside a new construction, your number one tool is your credit. Your credit is key. Your credit is what gives you access to your percentage of what is it that you're bringing. You know what I mean? And once you get your business structure right, of course, you have the great Mamadou here. Him can get you right where that is concerned. The business account now start to get seasoned. We have different ways of places where we're going with leverage. We leverage people taxes, because sometimes people don't even understand that America is really a credit country. You have to learn how to leverage credit. That is the first tool to be building wealth. That is the only way we can put $1.25 million once we credit right. So I think the business structure, getting an H Corp, make sure your H Corp structure right.
What is the H Corp?
Your H Corp is any LLC will have a number of ages on it. You'd have to go probably explain to them a little bit more in a detail as to what that is. They know me only stay in my lane, which is development. So Mamadou can give what the H Corp is and everything with entails, because I'm the expert in that field and the credit field. For me, I stay inside of my lane. Tell me the H Corp, Mamadou.
Absolutely. So first of all, I'm going to circle back on the financial structure, right? So guys, for those of you that don't understand the financial structure, I don't care if you're trying to do fix and flips, I don't care if you're trying to do new construction. So when you're trying to get into real estate, we have these things called hard money lenders. These are like private institutions using other people's money, and they lend it only for real estate. You gotta have a piece of real estate, right? So typically when you go to them, they will lend you, let's say you purchase in a fix and flip. They're gonna say, okay, this house is beat up, the purchase price is 150, so Andrew, we're gonna lend you 75% of the purchase price. You bring 25%. So obviously you need a down payment. The second thing they're gonna ask you is your credit. Even though the loan is not gonna reflect on your credit, but they still want to see if Andrew have good credit. The better you score and and the profile, obviously the better the interest rate they're gonna give you. But let's keep in mind, you still need that 20 to 25% on the table on the purchase. Then they're gonna be like, okay, we're gonna lend you 100% of the renovation in the back end, right? But how do they give you that renovation? Because that's where people don't understand. And where I'm going with this, I want them to understand why getting the business funding in the front end is so critical. So when they give you that renovation cost in the back end, right? Do they give you all of the money up front to start renovating the property, on how is this structure done with the hard money lender?
Well, whenever you're going to hard money lenders, they do a thing called draws. You know what I mean? It in stages is where them the draws, and this is why business funding is so important, because now you have capital where you can use and float your project until those draws actually come through. Because each stage have to be completed before, and pictures have to be sent to this hard money lender, Mamadou, before them actually can release the funds. Yeah. So for you now to come in and not stop the work, you have to give your contractor their pay so everything can continue. This is where the business funding come in. You float it, and as soon as they get that draw, then now you come back and reimburse your credit card.
Your credit card, yeah. So guys, this is why you need to leverage credit, because that down payment, first of all, the hard money lender wants you to send a bank statement showing that you have that capital laying somewhere, because otherwise they know you don't even have the capital to pay the monthly payments. That's number one. Number two, in the back end, like Andrew said, because it's draws, let's say the roof, like you have to change the roof. The roof is gonna cost you 10K. They're gonna be like, okay, you go ahead, Mamadou, pay for the roof, and then once you change it, we have literally an application with our hard money lenders. You log in and then you send over the proof that it's been changed. Or some hard money lenders will literally send an inspector on site to confirm that it's changed. Now they're gonna reimburse that $10,000 that you just spent, and now you can go on the next phase. So this is the same structure exactly, guys, on new construction. It's the same structure. So let's say you identify a lot, right? If you identify a lot right now, you're gonna bring about 20 to 25% to the table. Same exact thing. Is either you're gonna get it from your auntie, or you're gonna get it from a friend, or you're gonna get it through what we call business funding. Because guys, business funding, contrary to real estate funding, is not specific to a business, meaning they'll give it to you, you decide where you want to deploy, right? It's just based on your credit and based on your LLC structure and your credit profile. So if I can go secure 50K, 100K, 150K at 0% interest, guess what? Now I have the capital. I can now go and show to the hard money I do have my down payment and some excess funds for the lot. So they're gonna be like, okay, you get the 20%, we're gonna fund you the 80% to purchase the lot, right? And then in the back end, guys, it's gonna be the same structure. They're gonna give you 100% of the damn construction that you see here. Same thing when we did the foundation, when we started, no, actually demo, right? So for example, here in Dallas, it's very tough, guys, because we build luxury, right? You don't have to start with luxury if you don't want to, but we build luxury just because the profit margins just make sense, right? And the buyer pool, they don't rely on the government. It's like, it's not the FHA type of buyer. No recession, they don't care, right? Give them a great product and they'll buy. But when we started doing the demo, tell them how much did we have to front in the front end before our first draw?
So of course you have to front the demo, but also front all the soft costs. Soft costs are the preparation to the build. We are talking about the survey, we are talking about the architectural drawing, we are talking about the civil engineer drawing, we are talking about permits. Yeah, if you get these things permitted before the hard money lender even start to disperse. Now Mark, them do disperse the soft costs back, but once the project is being started, that's when it typically comes back in.
So there you go, guys. So if you go ahead here in banks like Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Truist, right? There's so many different banks. If you're structured properly, meaning your credit is on point, and then you have your credit profile, guys. Your credit profile matters a lot, and then you have the right LLC structure. Okay, guys, you can go secure the 0% interest loans, because a project like this takes about how many months?
About 7 months to complete, and once it complete, then you put it on the market. It might take 60 days. We definitely are trying to get this off within the space of 30 to 60 days, about 9 months in total.
So let's say worst case scenario, guys. Let's say you even in it 11 months. You have the bank that just gave you 100K, 150, 250, right? At 0% for 12 months, and you have a project now, you can go ahead and not only build and sell, make 25% at the minimum, and you can sell it within 11 months. So you got free capital to work with, guys. That's what I'm talking about. So guys, business funding is the key. Credit is the key. And we got you guys. We got a whole department that can help you build your credit up, strengthen your credit, fix your credit, erase all negatives. Not only that, we have the relationships managers inside the banks that can help you access this capital. We've already funded over $3.5 million, guys. No joke, okay? And we did the same thing on our own. We fund ourselves the same way, guys, to build, okay? And now when you start building, we're managing the same damn crews. When you flip it, we're not doing anything. We're managing the architect. We come in and managing the framing crew. We're managing the foundation crew. We're managing the finishing crew. Like, it's the same exact thing when you're flipping. It's not not you coming and doing it. So you as the business owner, as long as you can secure capital and you learn how to manage these crews, then you're good to go. So guys, I'm gonna let Andrew tell you guys what is the weekly trainings that he's doing right now. We got a fire community on school. I want you to talk to them about it. Anybody who's interested in real estate, tell them the different strategies that we're doing and how do we help them differently than most communities.
So we create a one-stop shop, Mamadou. These are the most important thing inside of the community. We create one-stop shop, meaning we have courses we have to do with pre-foreclosure. If you want to wholesale, if you want to fix and flip, if you want to do new construction, we have different type of coaches for whatever business venture you have. The network, I keep on telling people, the network extends so far. I don't care what it is. Yesterday a female asked me, so do you have? Me say yes, it's there. It's there, guys.
That is a fact.
Once you say do you have, it's there because we are also a part of a mentorship that extend beyond our mentorship, and then the relationship with Mamadou cultivate over his period of being inside of real estate. Once I said do you have, I'm telling you yes. All it takes is a phone call for we now put our hands on the right person to get the information what is needed. So it's endless.
Yeah, guys, as he said, I'm telling you, whether you want to do wholesaling, remember, nowadays you don't wholesale the way we used to wholesale about 4 or 5 years ago, okay? We can teach you real estate wholesaling, we can teach you fix and flips, creative finance, pre-foreclosure acquisition, land acquisition, new construction, because we've been there from A to Z, all right, guys? Right now, we have like 20 students starting their first rentals with only about $15K to make $1,500 to $2,000 net per month on 4-bedroom type of properties. This is called independent co-living, so we have that. But you know what we do different is when you join the community, we have a whole department that will help you fix your credit and go access the business funding. You ain't gotta do it. We'll help you go access it. Then you get the business capital, and now you can execute on whatever niche you're trying to execute on. Then we have things like anybody who's trying to learn how to fix credit and turn it into a business, we got you. We have that program coming up now. If you want to learn how to do tax preparation, we have a coach teaching people there how to do that, because guys, with the business funding, I'm telling you, taxes are so key. If they're done properly, you can unlock so much business capital. So we're teaching some of the students how to prepare taxes but turn it into a business as well. All right, guys, so we got you. We got students that started with a medical transportation because they got enough capital to start with that. We got students that started with box truck business, even though they invest in the real estate as well, right? Some of our students are doing both because they have access enough capital. So when he say one-stop shop, guys, he means a one-stop shop. All right, guys, so I'm gonna put all those links below. If you want to tap in, guys, we're doing about 4 or 5 Zooms a week, showing you real deals, real checks. You know what I mean? Like, guys, listen, we're here in Dallas also, so if you're here, we can take you on the field and show you exactly what we got going on. So guys, until next time, I'm gonna let Andrew give you guys the outro.
Hey, as I know, the community, it makes sense in every way, shape and form. Tap in. Remember, guys, you cannot do it by yourself. There was this very important quote I'm gonna leave you guys with. Your first 1,000 is gonna come from working. Your first 100,000 is gonna come from skill set. Your first million is gonna come from system, and your first 10 million is gonna come from marketing, guys.
Facts.
Remember, you need a team. You cannot do this by yourself. I will see you inside of the next video. The logo go boom, boom, boom.
Boom, guys.
I'm out.